We'll give it a few moments for everybody to come on in. But I'm so excited to be back. It's been quite some time since I've posted on here, so I want to see what you guys are up to. How's life? We're sitting outside. Got my coconut water. Hi! Ah! Hello, hello! How are you guys doing? Hi, Jack! It's been a hot minute. Let's treat this as a FaceTime call between you and I. This is not a live, this is a FaceTime. We're doing like a group FaceTime call. Exactly 1 month until I turn 30. Ooh, how are you feeling? You're ending your 20s. You're entering a new era, a new chapter. Hi. Did you get my email last time with the bicolor fox? I'm sorry. I probably got your email. I did not check it out. This past 2 months, I really needed this like unplug. I need to unplug from social media. I was posting here and there on Instagram, but for YouTube, I needed to like take a little breather. So if you were trying to reach me by email, I will get back to you. I promise. But send it back to me. Yeah, I'm happy to be back here too. We really needed this little break. Actually, I read this comment. I posted on the community tab and someone said, you know what? If you're gonna take a break on a channel that's dedicated to fur, the best months to do it are summer. And I did that, so that was great. And when I tell you, taking that break from social media, now I'll be lying if I said I wasn't like scrolling here and there, okay? I'll be lying, I was. I was a little bit. And it kind of gave me this fresh perspective on my content. I think when you're making content and you're posting, you're not really like seeing what is going on social media as much, so I'm kind of like in my own real fur bubble. But when I started viewing it and viewing other creators and other content, I am shocked for what's happening these days. The overconsumption, the brands, the products, the content, like no wonder why people are depressed. No wonder why I go out in public and like people are having social anxiety and everyone's overstimulated. So yeah, it was really important to take that little break. Okay, let's see what Jack is saying, because our friend here is turning 30 in a month from now. I have plans in place that I hope to fulfill. I'm also pondering doing an Instagram live on my birthday. Would love to see you there. Maybe love to see you on live. Absolutely. Oh my God. You should do a live and invite me. I want to be there and I want to sing happy birthday. I want to do it. Hello. A social media break is amazing. We all need it. We all need it. And you know what else is good? Is a social media detox. Like we all gotta like unfollow and remove whatever it is that's bothering you. Whatever it is. It could be a person, could be a content, could be whatever. You gotta detox. Like it's gotta be out of mind, out of sight. So I removed a lot of celebrities, people that I followed that I forgot that I followed for years, but they were kind of like hanging out there and I never engaged with their content, so I'm like, bye. Yeah, if I show you my blocked list, it's a very long list, very long list. Anybody who promotes like all sorts of like stuff, no. I feel like I love to follow people who have a very clear sense of purpose in their content and you genuinely like get something out of it. Whether it's a feeling whether you're feeling inspired, you're feeling happy, maybe it's funny, or someone has really good style, but I'm not following random people anymore. Hello. Hi, Andrew. Please resend me that email because I received tons and tons of emails. So resend it to me and I will check it out and I'll share it. But I'm sorry for not checking that email earlier. I'm really sorry. To be honest, I've been quite on and off with social media in the recent weeks. Work's been draining me all summer. Work is good. Stay busy. Staying busy is good. Actually, we're in my backyard today. So welcome to my backyard. And I'm enjoying coconut water as I sit out here and enjoy this sun, but I'm looking forward to the snow. Hi, Phil. How are you doing? Okay. Do you have any furs with you, honey, or not? I would imagine not. No, I don't. Not right now. No. Everything is sitting in the vault. Everything is sitting in the vault. All the beautiful little pieces. Because that's one thing people forget too, is they think if you have like a fur scarf, that it shouldn't go into the vault. Actually, they should go to the vault. So everything is in the vault. And yeah, gotta preserve them. If I can put myself in the vault, I would too. But no. Hi. I made quite a big Instagram post in my fur a couple of days ago. It feels cool enough to wear them. Good for you. I'm kind of jealous. Good for you. A pina colada would be good too. Well, we're keeping it healthy over here. Can we seem something refreshing? Any update about your travel to Castoria? Somebody here keeps track of things. You're keeping track of things, my friend. You really are. Well, there was a plan to go to Castoria, but life happened and it did not work this time, but it's still there. It's still in the plans, but it's just for this recent time, it hasn't been working out. Hi, Daniel. You and your loved ones safe, heard some forest fires. Yes. First of all, thank you, because I remember you sent some messages, so thank you for checking up on me. I thought that was really charming. So I'm okay. I don't live in Victoria, so British Columbia, so I'm okay, but yeah. This forest fires has been ongoing for quite some time and they've been very, very violent. Also, in my area specifically, there's been more of really severe thunderstorms and I've had a tree being struck. I've had a lot of damage to my home, but we're all okay. We're all good. So there's that, but nature is gonna take its course and you just gotta respect it and protect yourself for sure. What's your next dream fur? Ooh, okay. My next dream fur. Okay, let me close my eyes. What comes to mind? Guys, you know what it is? Chinchilla. Chinchilla. And like an elegant piece. like like a small piece, something very, you know, that's more of what I have in mind. But yes, chinchilla. Is your smile alone because I feel like I'm in debt to it? Look at this. That's sweet though. That's sweet. I'll take it. I can't wait for winter. I can't wait to get full-length crystal fox next year. Ooh, that's beautiful. That will be like your birthday gift. Kisses and hugs to everybody. Ah! I've never done an Instagram live before, so it would be a long, patient process before I gather my bearings. You know what? I feel like those lives, like this, to me, I'm telling you, it feels like a group FaceTime call. That's what it is. Like we're in a group chat, and I'm just narrating what's happening. That's really how it feels. It's really fun. Be authentic, be yourself, and just love you a bit. And I'll be there. I hope you'll get one soon. I hope I'll get one soon too. But I have to find it though. That's the thing. I have to find it, have to try it, put it on, and then we go from there. Nora, can you tell me about your fur boots? I have never seen them and I want to so bad. What kind are they? Well, I have seal fur boots. They're very, very stylish. They're also very comfortable. And they're great to wear in the very harsh winter that we have here. They're kind of like a military style, but with a feminine touch of seal fur. Seal and leather. Great to see you live again. Ah! Me too, I'm back. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you guys. I have to tell you this. So before I went on my long hiatus, because I took 2 months where I did not post any videos, during these 2 months, I was actually trying to film something for you guys, and every single time I would sit down, it just wasn't coming out. It was just not coming out. And I looked at my previous videos, because I have about like, what, 20-ish videos out by now, or 15. If you look at my very first videos, I was not thinking about what I was saying. I felt like I was filming as if I'm speaking to a friend. So the words come out very smooth and very personable. And I was gaining a lot of subscribers and views from those videos. And it had nothing to do with my Instagram. Like, it was genuinely something that I was doing, speaking to a friend type of video. And then over time, I thought to myself, well, no, this is not professional. And if you want to be a YouTuber, you gotta have a script, and you have to like plan out your video, and you have to know how to edit. So me, not knowing better, I started using a lot of AI to help me script the video and help, like, you know, do what all the YouTubers are doing, because that's what I thought would be the right thing. And then my videos started to tank in terms of views, in terms of engagement, in terms of new subscribers. And I'm like, okay, this is wrong. This is really wrong. Like I should not be doing this. And I realized it was because I started thinking and I started using AI. So the content was not coming out of my heart. It was not coming out of like fun and speaking to people and talking about fur from like a beautiful, joyful place. So this is why I needed that 2 months to kind of like rework what I was doing and go back to my OG style videos where I'm speaking to a friend. I'm speaking to all of you normally. There is no need for a script. And I realized the YouTube videos that I enjoy watching are not scripted. They're fun, they're easygoing, and you could have it like playing in the background, and you're just like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm hanging out with her. I like her personality. Like, you know, there's like this back and forth, there's a human talking to you. So I realized I'm not using AI, I made a mistake, and I admit to it, and I'm not doing it anymore. And yeah, that's why we needed that 2 months break and really had to rethink about what am I doing here and what is my purpose and what kind of content do I want to put out. And I realized, like, I love you guys and I want you all to genuinely enjoy these videos and feel like I'm not an influencer. Like, people ask me like, oh, like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm not an influencer. I really am not, because what an influencer does is they get brand deals and like they're promoting the coconut water and the hotel they stay at and the restaurant that they eat at and like the shoe that they're wearing. I'm not doing that. What I'm trying to reach to people is confidence, is being real. I'm not promoting nothing random, nothing random. If I tell you the amount of brand deals I said no to because they're random and I just don't want to do that. So, yeah. Anyways, we'll see like what you guys were saying. So that's kind of like a little rant of what I did this past 2 months. And look forward to my next YouTube video. We're going back to the organic style, no more scripts, no more AI. And you know what, I'm gonna tell you guys something. Stop using AI. Stop using ChatGPT. Stop. Because it's really downgrading our ability to think critically. Yes, I said it. I agree. Organic is so much better. Look at this guy. He's asking me, does your hair smell? Yeah, it smells like flowers. I don't know where you are, but it looks so relaxing. Well, welcome to my backyard. This is my backyard. The sun is shining, beautiful trees, birds are singing, and you are here. Are you a motivational speaker? Honestly, I meet people in real life and they tell me that I'm a great speaker, and I feel like I'm an awful speaker. I don't know, am I? I don't know, I hear it all the time, and it makes me think like, maybe I am. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this little chat today. I really wish AI would just vanish, except for the AI being used for people's health. You know what? I totally agree. I remember, I'll tell you guys this story. So my very first job, I was working in Australia as part of this, it was a private pharmaceutical company, and they were working on probiotics. So my job was to read clinical studies and turn them into content that people can read and digest easily, rather than just boring clinical studies. So that was like my first marketing job. And at that time, ChatGPT kind of just started. Like, it was very brand new. And I remember a lot of people that were in the office, they were very reluctant on the use of ChatGPT. And they believed like, no, we should sit down and read those clinical studies and like do the work ourselves and not use ChatGPT. But the way I was using ChatGPT is like making the tasks shorter to do. Like, instead of sitting there and kind of reading the whole thing, ChatGPT is really great for summarizing things and like pointing out things for you rather than having to skim through the whole thing. And that was kind of my job. But a lot of people felt like, no, like you shouldn't be doing that, that's not proper. But I feel like I was working more efficiently and I could use my brain more creatively in making the content rather than doing like the ordinary, mundane things that take a lot of hours. So it was a big discussion at the office of, do we use AI, do we not? At that time, I felt like the way we were using it and the way I was using it was to work more efficiently and to use more of my time making content for people. But a lot of people felt like they were threatened by it, that it was taking their jobs. I saw it as a tool to actually make your job not only better, but you can now focus on the more extraordinary things. But with the way ChatGPT and Claude, and there's a bunch of new AIs coming in, I realized, like the other day I was at the hair salon, people are using AI for everything. AI for like their therapist. Like, oh, I had a problem with my best friend, so let me like vent it out to chat. For everything. That's where I'm a bit like, we need to draw the line here. Like what is going on in this department? No. You need to have a human experience. You don't need to put everything in logic, because what chat does is it doesn't understand human processing and it's going to try to put logic in everything. But where's the human experience of living life? You know what I mean? So this is where I'm like, no. I'm dreaming of becoming a graphic designer, but ChatGPT is stealing my job. No. I think you should still pursue being a graphic designer, but be aware of the new AI programs and learn how to use them. So I see a lot of companies now, how they're hiring is, can you use AI? Do you use AI to work more efficiently? Because I have seen a lot of people use ChatGPT to get some work done. Like in terms of restaurants, they used to hire graphic designers to create the menus, and now they're going on ChatGPT. And guess what? It's not working. It's not working because chat is giving people the same template. Like I know when I see designs from chat, we know, we can tell. We really can tell. Like, you know that design of like the picture of the person or whatever, and then you have like all this text jumbled on the side? No. Honey, no, we can tell. This chat is like so weird today. You look gorgeous. If you tuck one side hair behind your shoulder, it creates a nice look. I like my hair this way, actually. Hi, from Germany. You're giving me so much positive vibes. Oh, I love that. I love that. That makes me so happy. That's like the best compliment. Hello. I think people who hate on AI don't really know what it actually is. True. True. And also a lot of people are misusing AI. That's the other thing. It's like, use it for work, use it to be more efficient, but don't use it for life. For like every little incident that happens with you, you have to go on chat. You know what I mean? Be real, like live life. AI is a reactive model currently, not really useful even in many research efforts. Huh, why do you say that? Why do you say it's not useful for research efforts? Because I have a different opinion. When do you start wearing fur in the fall time? Well, when the weather starts to cool, that's when I wear it. And it's different every year. Honestly, like, it used to be September, like end of September, that we would start wearing fur. But within this past 3 years, September has been a really beautiful month. Like, it's been 25 degrees the whole month. July is kind of very bipolar, actually, for us. June, we've had a lot of thunderstorms. So it's kind of becoming like mid-October, end of October that we're wearing fur. I work in a lab. Okay. AI is not intuitive. It cannot speculate with reason. It has not real value in research. That's not, yeah, it's true. AI is not intuitive. And that's the power. But you know what else on top of that? Is that AI is not built with human instinct. And that is something that you can have the best model, but they don't have that instinct. You cannot train instinct. And instinct is so powerful. As soon as it hits under 10 degrees, I will wear my furs. Yeah, well, I wear my furs around 15 degrees. I started to like take them out from the vault. 15 degrees, I'm ready. I've been ready. But the way I dress under it would be like a lot lighter. Like, I'm not gonna wear a cashmere sweater and a fur coat. No. Like, I'll wear like maybe a top like this and then like a little silver fox jacket. Traditional search engines are far more powerful for research and model building. I agree. I totally agree. And I also believe that AI also is built in a way not to give you the full picture. So let's say if you ask a question and in the way that you're asking the question, like you're biased towards a certain perspective, it will give you that perspective. So this is why traditional search engines are far better, because they're not skewed towards how you ask the question. Like, it will give you the information and you take it as it is, you know? So that's like also one thing that AI is structured around how you ask, and it picks up on your tone. And also, the more you use it, so for example, people who are using ChatGPT, the more you use it, what do you think it's doing? It's studying you. It's studying your personality, it's studying your tone, it's studying like what bothers you, what makes you curious. So the way that in the future when you ask whatever, like it will answer based on what it knows from you. And also, if you guys noticed, with chat, they actually want you to stay on the app a lot longer. So there's been a lot of follow-up questions. Like, it would ask you, why would you say that? Or would you like to know that instead? Or would you like... So this is why I tell people, like, use chat, use AI with caution. Like, really use it with caution. You're the one who's telling it what to do, not it telling you what to do. If AI is ever active instead of reactive, then it would be, yes, pretty much. I'm AI, I'm not AI. I had a guy actually ask me this question in one of my videos, and I had to like stand up and like go somewhere. She's back! Yes, she is. I'm actually working, okay, so I made a list on my phone for 15 things I will never buy and never wear. And they're kind of funny, and some are like, obviously what I would say, number one being on the list, fake fur. And I'm gonna film that for you guys, and it will be out this weekend. So I'm excited, getting back into the filming. Matching lip and nails. She's a pretty AI then. You know what, guys? In this chat, I've been seeing a lot of comments on my appearance. Like, there was a guy earlier, he was saying that my nails smell like vinegar. How did you come up with that one? How did you come up with my nails smelling like vinegar? Like, people on the internet, sometimes I read these comments and I'm like, how did you think about that? Like, look, this guy is like, are you sick? I'm like, what do you mean, are you sick? You're seeing this girl online and he has to type, are you sick? What are we drinking today? We are drinking coconut water. Coconut water. I love this coconut water. It's the least amount of sugars in it and very mild. So coconut water is my way of getting electrolytes. I'm seeing a lot of these. Okay, let me tell you guys. This past 2 months I was scrolling on my phone, okay? Tell me why there's about 20 different brands that I see on Instagram that are selling these packets with electrolytes. You got Kylie Jenner doing her brand. I think Kim Kardashian is doing like this update drink. And I'm looking at this like, are people actually like buying these products? Like, are people into this? Like, it's manufactured, it's processed. If you want to have this extra hydration, maybe drink coconut water. And like a good brand too, and make sure you put it in the fridge. So we'll send you the email in 5 minutes. Please do. Please do. And I promise I will check it out. And if you're comfortable, I would love to share your pictures with your fur. Because I remember we had this conversation before. Hello from Greece. Greece is the best place in the world for fur. People don't like regular water or coconut water. They want taste with no sugar to spike. And yeah. Yeah, and I don't get that. Like, what's wrong with water? What happened? What happened with water? Yes, actually, if you look it up, Greece has been known for having like the world's best craftsmanship. So there is this place in Greece called Castoria, and the whole place is literally built around people working in this industry. And tourists would come all the way from Russia, from Europe, to come to Castoria to buy real fur. They're like really well known for high quality and also really affordable prices compared to North America, for example. And actually my new silver fox came from Castoria. So yeah, a lot of people don't know that actually. I was surprised. Like, I spoke to some people here in Canada and they're like, yeah, we didn't know that Greece was the best. Like, we thought it was like France or something. I'm like, no, it's actually Castoria. Because it's like craftsmanship, you guys. It's something that they teach and it's generational. So when you have families that do it, their kids do it, and then their neighbors do it, and then, so that's Castoria. Yeah, we have someone here from Greece. So tell us about like how the Greeks view fur. I would love to hear it from your perspective. Is the white rabbit shoulder fur still your favorite? Yes. Yes. Could we have a video about storing furs in the vault? Yes. So I'm gonna tell you, where I store my fur, I reached out to this guy. He's a sweet guy. He's a very, very sweet guy. But he's older and he doesn't really know much about social media. So I was telling him like, I'm the fur goddess and I'm storing my furs with you and I want to make this video and I want to showcase. And he was like, yeah, I'll get back to you. Right now it's a really busy time and try to call him again, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying to film it with him because that's where my furs are, and I love the guy, I love his business, I love his vault, so we'll see. Maybe one day he'll get back. Maybe. But I'll see him soon. I'm gonna call him. I just purchased a Canada Goose coat with the fur trim on the coat. Ooh, is it real fur? Because they started using faux fur. But I know their previous collections were real fur. Perfect. Then I'm gonna check my email and I'm gonna make a little post because I love to see men in fur. Actually, I received a message yesterday and this person was asking me, can men wear fur? Here we go again with this question. If I had $1 for every time someone asked me, can men wear fur? I'd be somewhere else. Like, what kind of question is that? Do you guys not know that the world's most powerful men, like think about the most powerful men, okay? Leaders, emperors, royalty. Think about those, okay? People who literally like ruled the world. You know what they were? Do you have an idea what they were? They wore real fur. Yeah. So this whole concept that real fur is feminine, or it's only for gay men, or only women wear it, that's a very modern idea, by the way. That is very, very modern. So there's no such thing as fur being feminine or for the gay. I don't know where that idea came from. Because if you look at fur, fur is a material. It's just like leather. Leather is a material. Linen is a material. Silk is a material. So how can you go to a material and say, oh, this one is feminine, this one, like, no. Men wear linen, men wear leather, men wear fur. So I'm gonna make a whole video about this. Men in fur, we're gonna make a whole, I have a lot of work to do in this department. What do you call an alligator wearing a vest? An investigator. This is the kind of stuff I used to say in high school. It's cute. It's cute, but men only allowed wearing leather pants and leather jackets. Men can wear whatever they want to wear. It's really about how you style it. That's what it comes down to. Period. So you could wear it with whatever. There's no rules. There's no rules. I'm gonna work on this department a lot. I have to change this public perception that fur is feminine. Fur feminine, we have to take it out. We have to cancel that. Cancel. Men should only wear denim and cotton. Says who? You want to go tell that to Napoleon? You want to go tell that to all the kings and emperors? You can only wear denim and cotton. They're gonna laugh at you. Do you know, like back in the days, there were literally like laws being put out that only certain types of people can wear certain types of fur because fur was seen as status and power. And then here in today's world, they're like, oh no, fur is feminine. You're a fashion designer? Kind of, something like that. I'm a lover of fashion. I love when people express themselves. I love looking at designers. I work with designers, so yep, sable was for the kings. there were literally like laws being like put out like this. It was literally not allowed for people to wear sable unless you were royalty. So what kind of question are you? I don't know. Guys, please ignore these comments that are like about my looks and my hair and my nails smelling like vinegar. Like it, yeah. Real men and women wear what they want. Facts. That's true. That's true. What do I always say? What have I said on this channel since day one? Since day one, I came up with this phrase, and I'm gonna trademark it, okay? Be real in a world of faux. Be real in a world of faux. Class and wealth distinction, civilized primal instinct. Hopefully fashion brings out real style and expression, not class or undertone of condescension. Yeah. Honestly, I agree with you. There's been a lot of new money, old money style, and it feels like people are dressing to be seen and perceived of a certain class. So you're seeing a lot of pretentiousness out in the air. I feel like that's always been there, but lately with social media, it's been really like taken to another level. I don't think you can ever buy class, or you could ever buy yourself to be seen or perceived a different way. I think it always shows in your conversations, in your experience, in your life. Like, that's what really determines your class, your classiness. And this whole idea of like trying to look wealthy, like, don't try to look wealthy, be wealthy. Be wealthy. Don't try to look. Because let me tell you, wealthy people are not out here trying to look wealthy. They're trying to look unwealthy. That's the truth. Fur Goddess, you're doing a PhD in phrenology. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to take what you just said. I'm doing a PhD in phrenology. And master's in yapiology. Yeah, that's actually my major. So it's a PhD in phrenology with a major in yapiology. With a minor in of my nails smelling like vinegar, according to you guys too. Can men wear thongs? Thongs in what? Like slippers? Thongs like what? Like thong slippers? Yeah. Or, oh, you're thinking something else. Okay, never mind. We'll forget about you. I wear fur because I love to wear fur. That's the best answer. That is literally the best answer. The other day someone asked me, he was like, why did you get this car? Because I changed my car to fully electric, and because I live here in Quebec, we have hydroelectricity. So it was really like the sustainable choice. So I got this car, and this person asked me, he was like, so why did you get this car? I was like, well, because I like the color, and I like the fact that it's sustainable. And that was the answer. And he wanted to like nerd out with me about the car. I'm like, it's just the color and the fact that it's sustainable. Period. You don't need to justify more. Okay. I'm gonna end this live soon, so I'm gonna take like last few questions. Yeah, this is blatant truth, is that wealthy people not look wealthy. Yeah. Just think about it. Like if you were an extremely wealthy person and you're going out in public, do you think you want people to know that you're wealthy? No. No. Absolutely not. So anyone who's trying to like sell you that like look wealthy, like no. Don't even think like that. Think about yourself, what you like to wear, what fits your personality, what makes you happy, rather than what perceives you at what social class. Like, why does that even matter? Why does that even matter? So this whole thing about old money, new money, à la poubelle. À la poubelle, it's of no value. Is it true that skilled people earn more money than educated people? That's actually a very beautiful question. And I will tell you, it depends if the person is entrepreneurial. You can be very educated. You can have PhDs. You can be super, super well educated about a topic, but that does not mean that you will earn more money. And you also could maybe not go to school and maybe not have the education, but you're very skilled. That is of very high value, is that you have that skill. But here's the distinction between the two. You can make money whether you have skill or whether you have education. Even though nowadays there's a bit of a difference these days with AI coming in, I will say people who do anything with your hand, anything that requires a human touch, maybe today we don't value it, but I'm going to tell you in years to come, it's going to be of very high value. Very high value. Electricians, engineers, people that create things, people that design things. Forget about AI. I'm talking people who design the AI himself. Those people are going places. Now, when it comes to people who are more into academia, I'll tell you the story of, I don't know if you guys know Jordan Peterson. Of course, you guys might heard of him. He was a professor at university, and he had his full knowledge in psychology, and then they fired him. They fired him from university. So how could he work? And then he went on social media, and he started reaching people, and he started making more money than he ever did working as a professor. But you see, the idea, if he did not take that risk, if he did not stick by his values and go out there and reach people who have the same thoughts, he would not have been able to make this wealth and success that he did. So it's not about, yes, there's some skill and you could look at the times that we're living in and what would be of value, but you also have to think entrepreneurial. You have to be willing to think outside the box. So I don't think it's about if skilled people make more money or educated people make more money. It's about, do you have the brain of being entrepreneurial? Hi from Poland. Nora, sweetie, could you tell me just your general thoughts for your next fur? I am so interested to hear, honey. I'm gonna leave it on a beautiful note because I don't know who's in my chat today. But my next thought for my next fur, because I'm like dreaming about my outfits that I'm wearing this fall and this winter. I am thinking of a floor-length coat because I don't have a floor-length coat. So I want something floor-length and something of like an 80s style. So fox. I want volume, and I want it to be kind of dragging behind me just a little bit, not a lot, just a little tiny bit. That's kind of what I've been dreaming about in my head. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. And what I would wear under it is like knee-high boots, leather boots with heels. So I want to go full-on Cruella. I am embracing Cruella. If people tell me you're Cruella de Vil, I'm like, yes, I am. I will honor her with a floor-length fox fur coat. No, I see that one thing is trade skill people like welders, plumbers, and electricians, they earn more money than educated people, but one thing is that science student, which is skill-based. That is true. You will see trade skill people earn more money than like someone who's a university student. And I know people who literally are like that. I went to school for university for 4 years, and during this time that I was in university, there were other kids that did not go to school, but they went to trade school and they learned some skills and they were hired right on the spot. They started to make money, so they started to gain experience. By the time I was out of university, they're already making like a very good annual salary. And they did not have student debt, they didn't have any of that. So if you look at it in comparison, and what did I say? People who do things with their hands, whether plumbers, electricians, like these jobs like 10 years ago, and maybe a little bit today, maybe now people are waking up, we used to see them as like, oh, these are entry level, or you didn't go to school, you didn't get properly educated. Y'all are gonna see where these people are gonna go. Anyways, I gotta get going soon, you guys. We have crazy fur shops in Istanbul. Ooh. Send them over to me. I like to check them out. Is your name Cruella? Yes, my name is Cruella de Vil. How can I help you? You won't have any Dalmatians, will you? I will. I have a Bengal cat, and she's very fiery and she's very feisty. And that's what Cruella has. Is a Bengal cat behind her that's gonna like, you know? Blue collared can earn lots. Educated people earn stable. Yeah, but the thing is, like with educated people, I think everybody's educated. It's not about who's not and who isn't. I think it's gonna be questionable if those people are evolving and learning the times of AI. Yes, but it depends, because there's a lot of jobs that are at risk at the moment. So there is that. But people who do things with their hands, y'all are gonna be of very high value. And that includes fur, by the way. Oh, I like and subscribe because the way you talk, I like about education and skill. I think you're a good person. You reply everybody comment. I see you guys as my friends. I don't see you guys as like people that I don't. Like, what am I doing? Of course I'm going to talk to you guys. You guys are what makes the content beautiful. It's also a lot of luck and contacts. This is the thing. You have to learn how to make contacts with people. You have to learn how to network. You have to learn how to do that. So if you sit at home and you're being comfortable, or maybe you're super talented, okay? Because that's one thing that I'm seeing now. A lot of people my age, they're super, super talented, but they don't know how to socialize. They don't know how to make contact. And sometimes, guys, it's very simple. Like going, like, let's say, for example, I started going to this gym and I'm doing my strength training. I met this guy who works at this gym, whose mom literally like went next door and she's like, hey, listen, I have a son who's looking for a job. Can you guys hire him? And he came up and he's like this super hard-working guy. And he told me his mom owns a little bakery nearby. So I went over nearby and I was like, hey, like I saw your son, and like people help people, you know, like he was a good guy. He's working a beautiful job. He's advocating for his mom's business. I went over because I'm like, I didn't even know about her bakery. But you see what I mean is like, there are ways you can make contacts. You don't have to like do something grand, but put yourself out there, talk to people. Literally talk to people. That's how you make contact. People know people, and people will help you get jobs. People will help you to get out there. But you have to put yourself out there first. Hi from Italy. With great power comes great electric bills. That's true. Okay, guys, it's been 55 minutes that I've been on this live. I have enjoyed speaking to all of you so very much. We spoke about everything. We spoke about everything. And I'm really, really looking forward to you guys watching my new video. So make sure you subscribe, and we'll get to a beautiful, okay, let me just read this though. My wife knows hard work and very social, which helps her in her job in marketing. You know what? If there's one thing I'm gonna end this with, if you want to be successful in this lifetime, I don't care what job you're in, I don't care what sector you are in, you have to know how to connect with other people. You don't have to be fake. You don't have to do like grand gestures. Be nice, be respectful, be yourself, present yourself, put yourself out there. Opportunities are not gonna come to you if you're sitting in your room scrolling. You have to put yourself out there. You have to. Go to the coffee shop, smile at people, talk to people, nudge the person next to you. Hi, what are you reading? What are you doing? Like, put yourself out there, and trust me, people will respond. And you know what? Before you even talk, they're probably thinking about how to approach you. But be a leader. Be a leader. And that's one thing that I want to tell all of you, because I love all of you so much. Be a leader. Talk to people. Lead the conversation. Lead it. And trust me, things will come to you. You have to take those chances. So, yeah, I'm sending you guys all good vibes, and I'll see you in my next video coming out this Sunday, talking about things that I will never buy and never wear. And probably you should too. Or maybe not. Maybe you do wear them. I don't know. But anyways, ciao, and I'll see you guys soon. And we did not get cut off this live, so that's great. All right. I love you guys. Bye. My name is Nora. Okay. Bye.